Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm Andy RC and today I'm going to be checking out the new RunCam Micro Sparrow. Now there's not a lot of information on this camera at the date of making this video. In fact, there's not even a web page for it, but if one becomes available I'll stick it in the below. But as far as I can tell, it is a micro version of a camera that they are bringing out called the Sparrow, which is a 16:9 camera. So yeah, this one seems to be a pretty new product, and the only information that I've got is that it's called the Sparrow, it's switchable between NTSC and PAL, and it's 16:9 with a power input of 5 volts to 36 volts and a field of view of 145 degrees. So let's take a look what is inside. Now there's no instructions or anything with this one yet at the moment, but yes, it's the same size as their micro, and let's have a look what stuff we have on the back here. So it says there 5 to 36 volts ground and video, and then it says ground and OSD. Now I'm not sure whether that means on-screen display in the camera or just the on-screen display to control the brightness and the color, etc. So I'm gonna have to connect it all up to check that out. But if we just have a look at the other stuff that we get here, so we have got the little controller there, and that plugs directly into there, I think. Like I say, I'll have to plug all that in. But importantly, look at this. We have got a mount. I'm so pleased that they have provided a mount, because the micro cameras that have been coming out not have mounts, and I've been having to 3D print stuff. So let's take a look at this little connector here and see what we've got. So this looks like a 3-pin JST, just a normal JST, I think. And that's going to plug into the back of the camera, and then this side into your VTX or into your all-in-one system. And then we have got the mount here, which yes, I'm very pleased about. So that's great. But that's everything, so I'm going to need to put this on a model. So let me get and do that. So I've decided to fit this camera to my Hyperlight Floss because I used the Fly Tower all-in-one combo here, and it's got a nice cable that just connects directly to the RunCam style pins. So I'm going to be using the mount that actually came with the Floss. The only thing that I'm not really liking is that once I've got my camera in and my top plate on, can you see, if I want to use the on-screen display controller, it's going to be quite difficult to put this in. The Foxeer cameras, they have a little adapter, but you could make one of those up easily. So yeah, this one doesn't have an on-screen display. I should have known that because there's no V sensor there, but we have the usual controls that we have from CCD cameras from this controller here. So I'll just put all this together and I'll show you that very quickly. Okay, so here we are looking through the goggles, and I'm going to press the controller in the center there, and just to show you the on-screen display. I don't usually touch any of this really, but it's just to show you what the camera can do. So we've got exposure options in here, and we can change that around as you can see, but I'm just keeping everything standard. Then we've got shutter mode. I keep that in auto as well, but we can have manual options there as well if you want, but again, just keeping it in auto. And then we've got AGC. This is the auto gain compensation. Again, this is really stuff that is really used for CCTV stuff. I never have a problem keeping things stock. This is the auto white balance options, so we've got various user options and things like that that we can change around. Then image adjust, we have got sharpness, and we've also got contrast, saturation, and then individual gains as well, so red, green and blue there. And then if we go over next, we've got the day night option, so you can choose when it goes black and white. various system options, so for the on-screen display. Bad pixel compensation, again, really CCTV settings there. And then privacy mask, again a CCTV setting, and then we've got the highlight compensation as well, and WDR. But again, as I say, I'm going to keep everything standard here. So here is some DVR footage, and I really like this camera. I don't have much bad to say about it. Now, I don't know how much it's going to cost, and like I say, I don't really have any links or information about it. RunCam just sent this to me, so I will update the links when more information becomes available. But I will say that I didn't notice any problems with the latency. It just felt like a normal FPV camera to me, and it was really nice to fly with. So if you've got some 16:9 goggles like the Omways or the Fat Shark V3s or the Visor goggles and want to take advantage of the bigger screen, then yeah, this is a great camera. And it has an advantage over the Micro Swift as well, in that it's a little bit lighter, so it weighs 4.5 grams, so it's just a gram lighter than the Micro Swift. There's no on-screen display on this one yet, so if you want a 16:9 camera with an on-screen display, then you're going to have to pick one of the bigger cameras for now, but I'm sure they'll come out with a Sparrow 2 maybe with an on-screen display, but we shall have to see. Yeah, so I got a couple of flights in. There was this dreary day here, and it was actually raining at the time, but it just picks out everything. You can see the clouds nicely, and you can see the ground as well. And then about 20 minutes later, all of this cleared and the sun came out, so I got a flight in with the sun as well. But yeah, don't have anything bad to say about it, and like I'll say, I'll put some links to it when it becomes available. But other than that, all I can say is it's a very good 16:9 micro camera, and I'm glad that things are getting smaller because we need lighter components on our copters, and this is a great step in that direction. So I'll leave you with some flying. Like I said, I did a full flight with the sun really low on the horizon, so that will help to see how it deals with sunlight facing in the camera a lot of the time, and sort of long shadows as well, and going in and out of shadows and things. So yeah, there you go. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please continue to subscribe. Cheers.
I just want you. I just want you. The words I never said but wanted to. I'm losing you. I'm losing you. Oh, but these thoughts won't let you go. They keep running back to you. Whoa. And I'm bleeding words, they escape me, the recoil it hurts. And I can't look the other way. I'm chasing starlight to find it's died away. Breathe it in, it's just